In this video, we will be looking at traversing arrays. Here are the subgoals for evaluating arrays. First, we set up the array from 0 to size -1. Then, we evaluate the data type of statements against the array. Finally, we trace the statements, updating the slots as we go. We are given this problem. Assume the following given declarations: integer, bracket, bracket, alpha. Then we are asked to evaluate these statements and determine the value of all variables used. If any error occurs, we are to give the reason. Then we have the statements we want to evaluate. For subgoal 1, we evaluate the data type of the statements against the array. We have the statement alpha equals new integer, open bracket, 10, close bracket. Alpha is declared as an array of integers. This statement allocates 10 slots for integers, 1 line for values, and 1 line for indices. Notice that the largest index is 9, size of 10 minus 1. For subgoal 2, we evaluate the data type of the statements against the array. This loop has index I going from 0 to 9 by increments of 1. Then the value I times 10 is placed in the position alpha sub I. So for every iteration of the loop, all of the array indices are within the bounds of the array, 0 to 9, and all values being assigned, 10 through 90, are valid integers and can be stored in an integer array. Here is our table containing the value of I and the value of I times 10. Alpha at position 0 would contain the value 0 times 10, which is 0. Finally, we trace the statements, updating the slots as we go, which gives us this resulting array. Alpha at position 0 would contain the value 0 times 10, which is 0. Alpha at position 1 would contain the value 1 times 10, which is 10. Alpha at position 2 would contain the value 2 times 10, which is 20, and so on, until we reach position 9, which would hold the value 9 times 10, which is 90.